Here's what's happening right now. Temperatures at their coldest point that we're going to see for days, and that means it's going to be an icy drive home for some folks. We'll look at who's under the gun coming up. Paula?
Hey, Ben, did you make your New Year's resolution? How's that going for you exactly? We've got your solution. We're going to show you how you can actually join us in a series to get fit for good. Karen.
All right, thank you, Paula. Also, first at 4 has Warren Mayor Jim Fouts been caught on tape again, this time saying derogatory things about women and African Americans. We are tracking a new controversy.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. We start off with a word of warning about some freezing rain. You've probably heard about the ice storms across the Midwest. This is video from Waterloo, Iowa. Now, you definitely need to be really careful tonight, but things actually could get pretty bad here. Let's get to Ben Bailey with the first forecast and what we can expect in the coming hours.
Yeah, Karen, that is the same system that's moving here, but the weather that we're expecting is going to be much less treacherous. But nevertheless, we still have a freezing rain advisory in effect. The area we're concerned about most is north of 8 Mile. These pink shaded counties are under that advisory till 2 a.m. Still could be seeing some minor ice accumulation. And remember, when we talk about freezing rain, this is liquid that freezes on the surface as it hits the cold temperatures down near the ground. Also, a winter weather advisory in effect for Sanilac County. You may be seeing a little bit more sleet and snow mixed in there than everybody else. Here's 4 Live radar, and the precipitation, at least for the time being, has mainly come to an end from downriver towards the state line, and we'll gradually start to see this dry out. However, these pink and blue shaded areas mean we still have freezing rain, some sleet, and even some snow to go north of 8 Mile. So be very careful on the drive home tonight. Temperatures will hit their lowest point in the early evening, and they'll actually start rising towards morning tomorrow. We'll look at an incredibly mild forecast beyond this coming up in a few minutes. Karen?
Breaking news at this hour. Has Warren Mayor Jim Fouts been caught on tape making derogatory comments about African Americans and women? You may recall the tapes that became public last month where someone is heard disparaging people with special needs. Local 4's Priya Mann is investigating the very latest on these tapes that have surfaced. Priya, what is the mayor saying about all of this?
Well, he's saying he hasn't heard the tapes and he has no interest in listening to them. Now, the new audio tapes were released just moments before the mayor was set to speak here at City Hall for a ceremony honoring Dr. Martin Luther King. We want to warn you, some of the audio on these tapes are graphic.
You know, blacks do look like chimpanzees. I was watching this black woman with her daughter, and they look like two chimps. Their mouths were elongated out, you know, duckish look.
The voice on several secretly recorded audio files is reportedly of Warren Mayor Jim Fouts. Motor City Muckraker uploaded the audio Monday morning on the birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King. During a ceremony for the civil rights icon, the embattled mayor was once again defending himself. He called the tapes phony and suggested Macomb County Executive Mark Hackel is behind them. Hackel denies the allegation and refused further comment. This was another audio recording leaked today.
Think I want to date a 60-year-old hag? I'm not interested in any old ugly hag. I think after a certain age, they're all dried up, washed up, burned out.
These latest audio recordings come a few weeks after tapes were released, reportedly of Mayor Fouts making disparaging comments about special needs people. During the Dr. King ceremony, Fouts responded to the latest audio leak.
All this is designed to do is to distract, to divide, and destroy. That's all it's designed to do. And I'm not going to let that happen on Martin Luther King Day.
The mayor did not take questions following the ceremony, but was confronted by Reverend W.J. Rideout as he left.
He needs to resign. He needs to resign. This is not justice for the late Honorable Martin Luther King Jr. This is not justice.
And we will hear more from Reverend Rideout at 5 o'clock. As for who released these audio tapes, we can tell you the source is different from last time, but it is a high-ranking former employee. Now, we did have an audio expert look at these tapes, have a listen to these tapes. He says the results are inconclusive. We're going to hear more from him coming up at 5 as well, but a very controversial day here at City Hall. Reporting live from Warren, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Some very disturbing comments there. All right, thank you, Priya. We'll check back with you later tonight. In Sterling Heights, 2 people are dead after a really violent crash. That accident happened around 11 o'clock this morning at the intersection of 7 Mile and Ryan. At this time, it's unclear what caused the crash, although police have confirmed 2 people were killed in the accident. The intersection of 17 and Ryan remains closed at this hour as police investigate. A plane slid off the runway before catching fire over at the Livingston County Airport. A scary scene here as the plane's wings fell off as they landed on the icy runway. City officials say the pilot was the only man on board and was helped off the plane by civilians. Fortunately, no one else was hurt in the crash. Moving to Harrison Township, where firefighters saved a man's life after pulling him from some freezing water. The man was ice fishing this morning when firefighters received a call about a man stuck in the water. Crews responded to that call, immediately swam out to the man, and then brought him to safety on an ice sled. In total, the man was in the water for about an hour. He is expected to be okay. There's no ceasefire in the very public battle between President-elect Donald Trump and Congressman John Lewis. Instead, on this Martin Luther King Day, their dispute is rippling across the nation and here in Detroit. Devin Scillian is in the newsroom tracking the controversy. And Devin, a prominent Michigan Democrat will skip Mr. Trump's inauguration, I understand.
Exactly right, Karen. Longtime Detroit Congressman, in fact, the Dean of the United States Congress, John Conyers, says he will not attend Friday's inauguration after the president-elect launched a Twitter attack on civil rights icon John Lewis over the weekend. Lewis attended a Martin Luther King Day breakfast in Miami. Now, over the weekend, he told NBC's Meet the Press he didn't consider Trump a legitimate president. The president responded by attacking Lewis's record, saying he was all talk and not action. That outraged Lewis supporters because of his contributions to the battle for civil rights. Lewis did not mention Trump today, but had this to say.
Stand up, speak up. When you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, you have a moral obligation to do something, to say something, and not be quiet.
I don't agree with him that President-elect Trump is illegitimate. I believe it's a legitimate election, that he was elected through that electoral process.
But Republican Senator Rubio said he also wished Trump had responded differently to Lewis, but said people must make their own decisions. As for the president-elect, he tweeted a message to Americans asking them to honor Dr. Martin Luther King for the quote, all of the many wonderful things that he stood for. He is meeting with King's son later today. Karen, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Devin. We are following many other news at this hour. Local 4's Kimberly Gill, by the way, will be headed to Washington this week to bring you special live reports from the inauguration. Make sure to join us all day Friday for coverage of this historic event. Hundreds of bicyclists gathered at Wayne State University today to honor Martin Luther King. More than 200 bicyclists took part in a 10-mile ride today, which took in such sites as Cobo Arena, where King gave an early version of his I Have a Dream speech back in 1963. The bike ride was one of several events that took place across Metro Detroit today honoring Martin Luther King. First at 4, we're on top of other stories making headlines across America. The wife of the man who murdered 49 people in an Orlando nightclub last year is in federal custody this afternoon. Noor Salman was the wife of Omar Mateen, who opened fire inside the Pulse nightclub last July. Mateen was killed by police. Salman was arrested in San Francisco. She is expected to be charged with obstruction of justice. Federal agents don't believe her story that she did not know in advance about her husband's plans. There were no serious injuries, but widespread property damage reported in central Texas after severe storms raked the area Sunday night. At least one tornado was confirmed. Strong winds knocked down trees as well as power lines and damaged buildings. In the Dallas area, heavy rains caused flooding and forced the closing of some freeways. Losing weight and getting fit are the most popular New Year's resolutions, and you're about to meet some of your neighbors who are taking that promise to a whole new level. We are launching a challenge called Get Fit for Good. You can join us first at 4 and online to make some serious lifestyle changes. Our Paula Tubman introduces you to some brave souls leading the way.
It's called the Get Fit Challenge. For 8 weeks, Macomb Countyers will be working out, shedding pounds, getting fit, and you're invited to join in person or from the comfort of your own home. Leading the way, 4 volunteers who have vowed to get fit for good as ambassadors. Meet Christina, new mother of 2 and new mom.
With my daughter, I had a couple miscarriages right before I had her. And so when I got pregnant with Daniela, I was so afraid to be active. And I gained 75 pounds with Daniela. I gained less weight with my second pregnancy. I gained 50 pounds. I have, a 3-month-old, and Daniela's going to be 2 soon. I'm going to be all over the place chasing them in the summer, and I want to be active with them.
Susan is a tax preparer who's afraid with tax season upon us, her back end will spread as she pores over spreadsheets.
So that means that over these next few months, I am going to be literally tied to this desk. An awful lot of stress eating, and for me, that tends to mean sugar. Not so much carbs, but sugar. Chocolate is my friend. Well, I've been advised by the doctor to lose weight.
Hi, bud. Dave is an automotive guy who wants to lead by example.
I'm not as concerned about losing weight, but living a fit lifestyle, okay? Because weight really is just a number. You can look at one person that weighs a certain weight and somebody else that weighs a certain weight. One lives a healthy lifestyle, one doesn't. I'm 52. I have a job that requires me 10, 12 hours a day. And I always use, well, I don't have the free time. But if you make it a priority, you have the time.
And Kim is a mom of 2 who says getting fit doesn't mean just losing weight.
We all need to set goals and, become the best that we can. That's my goal, is to put muscle on, so I'm going to put weight on for this challenge.
Maria Marino of Maria Marino Fitness Pros is our trainer and taskmaster.
Just like you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you comb your hair, you take a shower, you need to incorporate exercise into your daily lifestyle in order to keep that health going.
Okay, so here's how this works. For the next 8 weeks, you can follow our foursome on my Facebook page, Local 4 Paula Tutman, and watch their progress on our news. You can also join in by keeping track of your own weight and using us as a way to stay accountable, as well as connecting with others. And you can actually start this evening, because at 7:30 on my Facebook page, Local 4 Paula Tutman, we're going to be Facebooking live for the official weigh-in. In the meantime, share some of your own posts, keep track of your own weight, use us as a way to connect with others. Tell your stories, your successes, and your failures. We're going to get fit for good together. Karen?
Oh, Paula, I love that you've got a varied group, and you got to give them credit because they're taking on this challenge on television, so they will be held accountable.
They are brave souls.
They're very, very brave. We look forward to it. Thanks so much. Paula Tutman live this afternoon. Well, income tax delays still ahead. First at 4, why some tax returns will take longer to be deposited in your bank account. Also ahead, this young woman is making sports history. Her story and her message to the haters online. And I know it's hard to put your cell phone down, but you could be making a big mistake if you're talking or texting while exercising. You might have noticed that guy in Paula Tutman's live shot. He was on the phone. We'll be talking about 2 problems you might not think about coming up next. Plus, we do have this programming note. NBC News anchor Lester Holt will be in town tomorrow, broadcasting live from Warren. His special Across America report tomorrow at 6:30 here on Local 4. We'll be right back.
The Melrose coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
A warning issued by the Better Business Bureau, a company that could be ripping off local sports fans. Now those angry customers are speaking out. What you need to know coming up in my Help Me Hank Scam Alert. It's new tonight.
In good health this time of year, many of you are looking for ways to get healthier, but you might not know exactly where to start. New research from Vanderbilt Health and Fitness found 5 changes that have the greatest impact on your health. First, eat a low-fat diet. Do aerobic exercise. Don't smoke. Wear your seatbelt and get enough sleep. Experts say even small changes like this can lead to better health over time. Also today, using your cell phone while exercising could actually be hazardous to your health in 2 ways. First, talking or texting while you exercise could lower the intensity of your workout. That means you're burning less calories. Researchers also found that cell phone use can affect your balance. That raises the risk you might fall or cause some other injury. However, using your phone to listen to music is still okay. But again, no texting or talking.
Ever tried to text on a treadmill?
No, because I have had some bad things just by myself on a treadmill. Falling.
Really?
I'm a little klutzy, so I would never take that on.
No, it's tough.
It's really dangerous.
So, yeah, I believe you.
So be careful of those warnings. And if you are going to run, probably stay on your treadmill because it's going to be a little icy tonight.
Yes, going to have trouble with balance outside because of the ice and potentially on some sidewalks and roads. But generally, I think a lot of what we're going to show you as far as ice accumulation goes is going to be mainly on what we call elevated surfaces. So mailboxes, fence posts, deck railings, that kind of thing. But you can see where the precipitation is right now, and it's starting to move a little bit further north. So areas that are south of Detroit, if you're dry right now, it looks like you're probably going to be in for some dry periods here until we get into the late evening, early overnight. But by then, temperatures are going to start warming even more. So right now, everybody is at or above freezing. 32 is the coldest temperature we've gotten. That's in Pontiac, Mount Clemens, and Howell. 33 there in Sandusky and Lapeer, and down here 35 at Metro Airport. But we will be seeing these temperatures, again, slowly warming through the nighttime hours. So what is out there now in the form of freezing rain, even some sleet and some snow mixed in, is going to gradually turn over to all rain as we get into the nighttime hours. That's why that freezing rain advisory only goes until 2 a.m. in the morning. By the time we get past midnight, most of us will be just liquid, and some of this rain is going to be fairly intense here around Detroit further south. There's going to be a warm front that moves through early tomorrow, and enough instability that we could be hearing some rumbles of thunder as we get into the first half of tomorrow. Cold front will sweep through and end the rain, so most of the second half of the day is looking dry. Clouds are probably still going to be with us, but those temperatures are going to be a lot warmer than what we were looking at today. 4-zone forecast deals with ice accumulation from now through the overnight hours. And notice in most of our metro zone, we're not going to see much in the way of ice accumulation, except closer to M59, maybe upwards of a 10th plus here from Troy and further east. But down in our south zone, pretty much nil as far as ice accumulation goes. Freezing rain still a possibility in these shaded areas especially, so watch out north of 96 in Howell, Milford, Clarkston, one of the spots that could be seeing more than others. Also in that northern section of Oakland County, Waterford, Oxford, Rochester Hills, maybe 2/10, maybe up to a 1/4 inch. Again, most of that's going to be on areas that are north or above the surface, but still could be seeing some of that accumulation through the night. 36 is where we're going to wake up in the morning. That's going to be our morning temperature with those numbers right around freezing until we get to that point. And then tomorrow, high temperatures 45 in the afternoon, generally dry after we get rid of that rain in the first part of the day. And those high temperatures are going to stay above average all the way through the upcoming week. In fact, low to mid 40s through Saturday. We'll start getting some showers in here as we get into the weekend, especially Saturday and Sunday. Morning lows staying above freezing for the most part all next 7 days, Karen.
Thank you, Ben. Still ahead, first at 4, a new law designed to help taxpayers could actually delay your tax returns. And one specific group is at risk the most. Also ahead, football hero, how this young woman is breaking barriers. It's one of our trending stories this afternoon. Straight ahead. Time now for a look at today's top trending stories. Some people may have to wait just a little bit longer for their tax refunds this year. The delays will hit working families with low income who claim the Earned Income Tax Credit and additional child tax credit. A 2015 law takes effect and requires the IRS to delay certain refunds to screen them for fraud. Scammers have been filing fake returns and stealing the money. Now, this story is trending. It is pretty cool. A lot of people are talking about this teenager in LA. She is the first female student to appear in California's All-Star Football Classic. It's a showcase for high school players for college scouts. Just 200 players are invited each year.
At this level of football, gender doesn't matter at this point, because if you can get the job done, then you're the go-to person.
Well, Ariana Pula stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall, 265 pounds, and is one of the best high school football players in the state. Her videos on Facebook have more than 1 million views, even though some comments aren't that nice. She says she's got a great support system, and by the way, she also gets good grades and will be her class valedictorian.
That's right. You can get the job done.
I know. Good for her. I love it. Still ahead, one more check with Ben on that freezing rain advisory, so you're prepared tonight. We'll be right back. Finally, first at 4, we definitely want to get you updated on the freezing rain advisory for tonight.
Yeah, still in effect for areas north of 8 Mile, and that's till 2 a.m. And you can see we're seeing a little bit of a lull in that precipitation. It's not going to last all night. We will see more liquid as we get closer to midnight, but by then temperatures will still be rising. So hopefully we have seen the worst of this threat, but we're going to be watching especially for the next few hours.
Careful driving for sure. All right, thank you, Ben, and thank you for joining us for First at 4. We're back in a half hour with Local 4 News at 5. Inside Edition is next.